Hi, my name is Afrin Sayada. Today I'll be reflecting on a lesson planned for third grade where I'll be teaching fractions. I'll cover what worked well in areas of potential changes and how can model reflection and analyze for my students. Firstly, reflecting on developmentally appropriate and standard based aspects of the lesson, I believe several elements worked effectively. The lesson aligned with Arizona Math Standard Base 3.nf.a.1, which involves understanding fraction as a part of a whole. For example, the use of visual aids like fractions, types, and pie chart helps students grasp the concept of fractions concertly. These tools are suitable for third graders as they offer hands-on experience with abstract concepts. Additionally, the pacing, the structure of the lesson, which included a combination of direct instruction, guided practice, and independent work, were appropriate for the developmental stage of the students. This structure allowed students to build their understanding incrementally. In terms of differentiation, I initially include activities that addressed various learning styles such as visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. However, upon reflection, I might adjust the lesson to incorporate more tired assignments. For instance, while some students could benefit from additional challenges like creating their own fraction problems, others might need simpler problems. Scaffolding tasks to build foundational skills. This would ensure that each student is engaged and their level of readiness and can develop their critical thinking and problem solving skills more effectively. I personally would sit with a student who is very weak in fractions. I would sit with the student and encourage him and explain him the way he can understand, especially if it's a bilingual. I speak Hindi or Urdu, so I can explain them. If not, if there is, I have a bilingual student, I can ask them to explain them in Spanish. And I would explain each and every problem. It's so hard for me to explain each and every problem, but I'll try my best to explain one problem by sitting next to the student and explaining him this is a whole. If we do, example, if it's a pizza is a circle that is a whole number. If you cut it them into triangles, how many shapes are there? If you cut it into two, it's two halves. If you cut it into four, it will be 1/4 fraction. So I'm going to explain them in the manner they can understand. Um, they can understand. To encourage kids, maybe on Friday, I might buy a pie, apple pie, and give them a plastic knife and say them to cut them so they can understand the fractions. Or on Friday, we have a pizza day, so I might ask school lunch supervisor to give me a whole pizza so where kids can cut and they can make their own fractions. So I would like to make something interestingly, so that kids could love it. I would also integrate more flexible grouping strategies to allow students to collaborate with peers who can offer support or challenge them depending on their needs. To model reflection and analyze for students, I plan to demonstrate process by using think aloud during problem solving activities. For instance, when reviewing a problem or solution, I will verbalize my thoughts process, discuss what worked well, and identify the areas of improvements. This approach will show students how to approach their own critical and constructively. Additionally, I will use self-assessment rubric and reflection prompts to help students evaluate their own work. By setting aside time for students to reflect on their learning experiences, discuss what strategies worked or didn't, and set goals for improvement, I can help them develop valuable skills in self-evaluation and continuous improvement. Reflecting on instructional strategies and uh, differentiation helps us refine our teaching practice and enhance students' outcomes. By modeling this reflective practice for students, we equip with skills to analyze and improve their own work. Thank you for watching.